Hello, everybody. I know, you're probably like, oh, I have to remind this guy of every single VN update that comes out. I need to remind him. No, you don't. I keep on track of it, for fuck's sake. I'm not an idiot. Anyway, let's get into this. I think we're nearing the end of what's available on this update for Sissel, so I'm gonna have to download another one to get more of the content. Let's just load in. It's currently 12:05 p.m. on the 19th of January. Why does this music always have to make me fucking cry, like make me sad? Ugh. Morning was soft. Morning sun was soft. Washing the attic bedroom like it. Okay, cool. That's a overly stupid sentence. Whatever. I sleep, heavy eyes, blinked against the brightness. Well, you did just fuck last night, so yeah, you would be tired. I yawned to bury my face deeper into the pillow. I usually brought out my inner sloth zombie, but today felt strangely warm and safe. The eyes fluttered open and squinted at the wall. Okay. It wasn't a pillow. Cecil yawned, his chest rolling as my ears he tried to roll over. Blinked again. Slide on top of him, his arms ripped. That's fucking cute. That is fucking cute. They flushed. Okay, you fucked each other. Cool, I don't care. We we were really boyfriends, weren't we? Yeah, cool, so fun. Heh. Ha ha ha. After about how much as I go into this subconscious hug. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, okay. Okay. So now that's over and there's no more dick on the screen. Thank God. I can. Oh, that really happened was a bunch of rambly dialogue from Sissel about, oh my God, we're dating now. So cool. Yada yada yada. Two of us hastily got dressed and made our way downstairs in the cafe dining area. Herschel was right. This living room space was pretty convenient and cozy. Two of us were laughing and glanced around sheepishly. Where was Herschel anyway? No way he didn't hear us last night. The walls weren't exactly soundproof. Hope he wasn't annoyed, of course, ready to tease us about it. Or worse, okay. We're not getting near the end of it, are we? I mean, you were pretty loud. You were loud too. For good reason. I went, oh my fucking god, enough. Alright, enough teasing. Where the hell is Boss at anyways? Usually at this hour. Splash of black through the window. Mitchell suddenly burst the cafe doors, his face a mixture of terror and worry. Oh boy, here comes this part of it. I remember this. Fucking gangster dudes with the forget about it accents. I don't know how to do that. Jesus. Boss, you doing alright? Oh boy. Upstairs, the both of you, now. What's going on? No time to explain, just go. Lock the doors and do not make a sound. Never seen Ursh in such distress before. Absolutely terrified, his brow tense and breath shallow. Here comes the mafia. Oh boy. Lord of the fucking stick. Fuck is. I don't know what I just said. What the fuck was that sentence? I don't know. I don't know what that sentence was, honestly, but oh well, I guess, you know. Par for the course with me, I suppose. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Dee-dee-doo. What the fuck's going on? Whatever. Ursula ushered us upstairs before slamming the doors closed behind us. Sister and I exchanged confused looks. Her footsteps echoed through the building as he turned back towards the cafe entrance. Silence. And then the doorbell jingled as the sound of several people came inside. And Aryan was breaking out. Several angry voices filling the cafe in a heated debate. Curiosity got the better of us. Sissel and I gingerly crouched at the door and pressed our ears against the thin wood, straining to hear the furious conversation downstairs. You literally could have just. You literally could have just fucking. I don't know. Had them try and interpret what's going on from what they're hearing instead of giving us concrete proof of what's happening. But I guess then the idiots in the audience would understand, so. Time's up, McDermott. You missed your payments twice in a row already. My boys are run out of patience. And I'm telling you, it's been a hard month business-wise. Just give me a bit more time and I'll... Oh my god, it's the fucking Loreleys, of course it is. Why the fuck am I not surprised? It's the fucking Loreleys. Why am I not surprised? I've literally fucking played this before. Why not surprised? Well, also, I wasn't surprised when I first played it, but yet now. Two thugs lounging in the cafe let out a jeering laugh. Ha! Never heard that one before. One of the thugs leisurely took a long drag of his cigarette and exhaled. Wow, the fucking gangster tropes all over the place here. I sure fought the urge to tell him this was a non-smoking cafe. I cook at the pizza. It's always a hot month. If we took that excuse every time, we wouldn't be in business anymore, why would we? It's not like y'all are running a legit business in the first place. He fist to his face as Herschel relaying. Ah, yes, physical assault. That's a real good way to get what you want. Don't get fresh with them, McDermott. Oh my god, I keep, slipping out of it. Fucking cocksucker. Holy hell, I hope you get shot in the fucking head. Or did you forget what we did to your sister? Richard Thug cackled with a nasty edge to his voice. Keep up with that bullshit, you'll be joining a real soon. Okay, the artist Shiro has to be cool and actually add details that didn't need to be there, but actually enhance the story diegetically. Which makes it even more infuriating that he still decides to have Sissel be a fucking bodybuilder despite how little diegetic sense that makes. God, fuck you. Seriously. There are times where I'm like, oh my god, you're amazing, Cheryl. And other times where I'm like, fuck you. Stop ruining my fucking immersion. Just from along his feet unsteadily, hand pressed tightly against his brute eyes as he gritted his teeth. Yeah, cool, we get it. He's fucking hurt. Keep it together. So what do you want from me? Not like I could give you what I don't have. Two thugs exchanged gleeful sneers. Well, they say we could always take a little cafe here. It's a dingy place, but it could fetch a few bucks if we tear it down for something more useful. Land is land, after all. Though we could just offer you like I've been itching to do. Other thug gave Herschel's disgusted flinch. Yeah, I'm glad he disgusted flinch. Yeah, that make Herschel, I don't think, would be afraid. He already knows what these fuckers are capable of, and sure, he'd be fucking afraid, but he wouldn't show it in front of them. To be frank, I doubt my course would do a good job paying your fees. That was not his voice. To be frank, I don't think my course would do a good job paying your fees. Yeah, there, that was a bit more like it. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't be too sure. Other little business partners have been growing a little too comfy lately. Not enough fresh corpse to remind them they're who they're dealing with, right? It's all about sending a message. Ain't like we're gonna get much use out of you anyway. I keep slipping out of it, god damn it. Oh, come on, boys. I've been such a good client for so long. Can't the guy catch a break every now and then? The cigarette took another long drag and laughed. Alright, Herschel Bates. If there's one reason to believe you'll have enough money to pay us within the week, and you'll keep your pretty little head on your shoulders of yours. Just swear softly under his breath. I'll think of something, I always have. Hey boss, what about that kid he's so chummy with? Dude, he's really close to winning that big competition coming up real soon. It's a cash prize. Don't you fucking touch him! Herschel's head hit the floor after another fist connected with his eye. Easton clutched his face, twirling the ball on the ground. He's in pain. We get it. You don't have to describe every fucking second of his fucking pain. Pretty sure you can intuit that, you fucking idiot. You're in no position to bargain with us, Herschel McDonough. I tell you what, I'm feeling generous today. I'll give you a week to steady a little payment. Don't care how you do it, just get it done. You disappoint us again? Look at a cigarette. Hot ash littered the floor of the cafe, the air filled with an acrid scent. We'll take everything you have left. This cafe, your little cellar, hell, even maybe that kid of yours. His debt needs to be paid one way or another. You got a week, Herschel McDermott. Don't disappoint us. Yeah, now they're gone. Cool. Heavy chairs scraped across the floor as the two thugs got up and left the cafe with venomous cackles. Fucking Christ. So stereotypical. Herschel stayed still as a statue as the door creaked to a close. Sam was still pressed against his throat. Cool, we get it. He's fucking hurt. He's in pain. We get it. He had nothing. Worse yet, he may have somehow roped Sissel into this. How in the wolves get out of this one? She'll jumped at the sound of a door creaking open behind him. Sissel and Alex rushed to the dining room, their faces awash with concern. Boss, are you alright? What the hell was that? Nerve of those people, I oughta. Alex rushed over with and offered Herschel a big bag of ice. There's a knowing look in his face as he glanced between him and Sissel expectantly. She pressed the ice against his bruised eye and crawled up tightly on the cold floor. I wish there was more of this fucking POV switch shit. So we actually got to see what other people are thinking of Alex, you know? Especially Herschel, who somehow has his most guarded secret suddenly revealed to him by basically a total stranger, who met Sissel and him a few days ago, for fuck's sake, and suddenly knows this secret that he's been hiding for 20 years. Sorry, I like this VN a lot, and that means I'm not going to hold back on my criticism of it, because it has great potential, and it could go places if Shiro actually took those fucking avenues. But he doesn't, because he prefers to have his fans absolutely go buck wild over his characters, and decides to make them, like Sissel here, an absolute fucking unit, despite the fact that logically he should be stick thin. Maybe some muscles from his work at Osho's Cafe and shit, but other than that, no. He would not be this buff. She'll press the ice against his bruised eyes and curled it tightly on the cold floor. Suddenly felt like a desperate fool, a survivor clinging on to the wreckage of a sinking ship. Okay, I'm fucking turning the volume on my headphones down. Jesus Christ. He couldn't keep the charade going, could he? This swore loudly above him. Herschel uttered a deep, defeated sigh and sat up straight. This is one hell of a moment to tell him, but I guess it makes sense, you know? Like, Jesus. Just because you owe some money doesn't mean they can't go around and do whatever they want. Yes, they can. They're the Loreleys. Need me to call the police, but... The police are in their pockets. They're the Loreleys, you... Jesus. Herschel laid a dismissive hand and shook his head. Those guys, they come from a big and important family. Calling the cops on them would just make them laugh. Plus, they'd probably use it as an excuse to end me. Scouted up to shaky Sissel onto a chair. There's got to be some... Okay, again. I keep fucking up the voices. There's got to be something we can do. How'd you end up in this mess anyway? Why'd you never tell me? We're having money troubles, well... I mean, I'm broke as shit, but I'd be able to help out somehow. Again, another thing that says he's broke. He's starved most of his childhood. He shouldn't be this buff, for fuck's sake. I don't care if you find him. God, it doesn't make sense. A pained look spread across Ursul's face as Sissel continued his worried rambling. Hear him right, though. These guys killed your sister. Sissel grabbed his shoulders and stared at Herschel with reassuring, determined eyes. Boss, I know I'm just some kid you took under your wing, but I always considered you family. This whole mess sounds like a real personal shit, but if there's anything I can do to help, please just tell me. Here for you. That was enough. Herschel held out a hand, quieting Sissel as he tried to choke back the pain lurching into his chest. Listen, sis, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. It warms my heart to hear you say you think of me as family. But that's just the thing. She let out a breath he didn't realize he was holding. You and me, we are family. In the literal sense. She watched confusion and shock that just put across his... Fucking Christ, that's... what the fuck is this typo? Sissel's face and let out a bitter laugh. I guess I should start from the beginning, shouldn't I? Oh, come on, I want to hear him explain it. Yeah, we know what fucking happens. But you could have explained it in his own words and actually had some insight into his character as well. Give more insight into Herschel as a person and a character and how he feels, what he did affected his own psyche as well as Sissel. For fuck's sake, you could have... As a writer, this genuinely fucking annoys me. He told them about his sister, Cecilia Bradley, and how they escaped their horrible parents and their shady dealings. Cecilia Bradley, who raised her younger brother on her own sheer hard work and determination. She won the national courier competition and used her wedding to secure a future for her little brother. Told him how Cecilia's husband abandoned her with a child, but she decided to raise him with love anyway. Herschel's voice broke as he confessed to stealing money from Cecilia for a chance to win the national courier competition himself. And thus she had no way to pay off her debtors. Cecilia Bradley was murdered for his selfishness. That left unpaid, her debtors decided to get rid of her, leaving Sissel motherless, penniless, and lost in Herschel's reach for years. It's fucking, I don't like how all this blame gets fucking thrown out into Herschel, despite... Despite the fact that he's not at blame. I mean, sure, he took the money. He probably should have asked, but at the same time, he didn't fucking kill her. I hate all this, oh, Herschel's at fault. He's the one that killed... No, stop. That's not how this works. I just find it ridiculously annoying when you have a character who continues to blame themselves for something this bad, and then the writing supports them. And then the fucking story supports their self-hatred. It doesn't make fucking sense. Throughout his entire confession, Sissel remained silent. There was a storm of emotion across his face. Anger, worry, betrayal, fondness. Fist gripped at the side of a chair. Knuckles painfully white as he tried to find something to say. Watched him with anxious concern. Sissel, are you okay? Opened his mouth, closed it, and shook his head. No. This is just... so much. All my parents... people found me as a baby in a fucking dumpster, and you're telling me... He shook his head furiously as he drew himself on one thoughts. Deal with all that later, there are more important things. Took a deep breath, trying to steady the conflicted anger that was no doubt boiling inside. Turned toward Herschel. First of all, what does any of this have to do with those thugs from earlier? Herschel watched him with nervous. I know there's emotion swirling through you, but I'm pretty sure you can piece two and two together, Sissel. Wasn't sure whether to be pleased or horrified that Sissel was still worried about him. Well, after Cecilia, your mother, died, her debtors came looking for their source of money. Naturally, the remaining debt fell to me since I was her last surviving family. I'm paying them off every month these past 2 years to stave off their wrath. So I've never hired anyone else to work at the cafe besides you. Can never afford it to, you know. But I missed a few payments since that fire in the cafe a few years back. They've been growing impatient. She sighed and stared at Sissel for several long moments. Listen, Sissel. I'm sorry for everything. For destroying the chances at a decent childhood, for killing your mother, for hiding these secrets for so long. Being the worthless, good-for-nothing uncle. Everything. You didn't kill his mother, you God, stop. The fucking writing is... I hate this. I mean, I love it, but I hate it. It's a genuinely emotional scene. It really fucking is. But the writing is supporting this person's self-hatred of themselves. And that's fucking disgusting. I'm sorry, it just is. I don't usually get upset over, like, authorial intent, but this just fucking sucks. Sissel stared at the white man in front of him, his own head a mess of emotions. Family, he's got a family. All this baggage, the hurt. Oh my god, it's only been 22 minutes, are you joking? It's too much to deal with right now. But, Sissel took another deep breath. I don't know how to feel right now. But, very least, I know I don't want you hurt. We'll talk about all this later. For now, let's focus on the immediate problem. You're not safe here at the cafe with those thugs after you. When will they come back? Do you have a safe place to stay? She sat up, suddenly with a mixture of horror and fury. Why are you still trying to help me? There's a stunned silence across the cafe. She stood shaky and furious in sheer bewilderment. I hurt you. I ruined your life. I killed your mother. I destroyed your chances of decent repeating yourself. All because I was a selfish dumbass who wanted to win a damn trophy. It's not that simple. I am angry. Doesn't mean I don't want to help you. I don't deserve your help. Worthless man like me deserves nothing. Oh my god, I hate this. I do not like reading these lines. After all I've done, why do you still care about me? I'm just horrible. Here's a pinch of guilt and self-loathing poured out of his throat. I'm not emotional enough to fucking convey the accurate emotion this dude's feeling right now. I'm not even gonna try. It would sound way too fake. Tears wouldn't stop burning down his face. Herschel's voice broke and he collapsed back into his chair. Tensing heavily, he buried his face in his hands. But what about... Don't you two have classes today? Go, leave me alone. Why are you making this so damn difficult? I'm trying to help you, damn it. You will not help me, I won't allow it. This family's got a bad tradition of passing on deserving debts on next generation. I'm about to keep that tradition going. This is my punishment to deal with. But... leave! So gritted his teeth and stood up furiously, knocking his chair to the floor. Fine! Cry alone, see what I care! With that, he stormed out the door, leaving Herschel by him. This music does not fit. This music does not fit this scene at all. I hate... The music is literally killing the immersion. It's hard to focus on classes when the world felt like it was falling apart. That's an apt sentence. That is definitely an apt sentence. Sissel was silent the entire trip back to Granny Academy. Silent he stayed, stone-faced and arms crossed as he fumed quietly in the back of the classroom. He ignored all my attempts to talk with him. Even my texts to him during class were left unread. His brow was furrowed into a tight knot as he glared angrily at nothing in particular. Mrs. Curley spared a few worried glances in his direction as she continued her lecture for the day. I sat a few seats in front of Sissel, occasionally glancing back towards him with concern. This wasn't the outcome I'd expected, but it could have been worse. Memories of the previous timeline surfaced in the back of my mind. Gulps pushing back the bile, threatening to escape my throat. This outcome isn't ideal either. At least Sissel was still here. He could work with this. At least I hope so. I'll have a talk with Sissel later to sort out what we should do, and I blinked and glanced behind me again. The only thing staring back at me was Sissel's empty chair. Where did he go? He was right there a minute ago. Worry clawed at my chest as I scanned the classroom frantically. Nope, he was nowhere in sight. Maybe he went to the bathroom or something. Couldn't have left, could he? No, don't tell me he hopped on a train and abandoned everything again. Took a deep breath and tried to remain calm. It's best not to make assumptions. Let's just wait a while. He probably need some alone time to sort his feelings anyhow. I'll wait and see. Instant the bell rang, I grabbed my bag and ran down the halls like a madman. Oh my fucking god, are you kidding? What the fuck are they doing? Why the fuck are they knocking down the power lines? Really? Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all cocksuckers. God, you ruined my audio recording. You fucking suck. Fucking hate these assholes. Where the hell did Sissel go? Wasn't like him just up and vanished. I figured he'd at least tell me about it. Sighed and tried to calm my pounding chest. I swear, if the fucking power goes out and the fucking Wi-Fi goes out, I am going to fucking lose my cool. Where should I try searching? Okay, so, I'm gonna try the courtyard. I ran the school courtyard, glancing around frantically. The place was filled with chattering students now the class had just ended, but Sissel was nowhere in sight. Damn it, where could he be? Blinked as someone gave me a friendly pat on the shoulder. Yo, Alex, what's got you in a tizzy? Oh, hey, Owen. It's nothing really. Have you seen Sissel by any chance? Sissel, I saw him in class like 10 minutes ago, looking like the world's angriest storm cloud. Man, did you two get in a fight already? First day was just yesterday. I thought it was going so well too. The date was great, actually. It's just a lot of stuff has happened since then. I suddenly lit up as an idea hit me. Grabbed him by the sleeve. Wait a minute. Owen, you have money. Owen blinked at me blankly. I mean, yeah. Local rich boy Owen Larrelly at your service. If you're looking for a sugar... Oh my fucking god. You're cute, and I might be open to some group fun, but I expect sis too much for... No, you dumbass, that's not what I'm talking about. You could help us with something. Listen, you know Sissel's boss, Herschel. It turns out he's getting threatened by a bunch of thugs to collect on some shady debts. I know it's not polite just ask for money, but they're threatening to hurt him real bad, and maybe Sissel too. Oh shit, that sounds like some real serious business. Shouldn't you call the police, or... Wait a minute. Owen frowns. Shady debt collectors. Strange mixture of nervous guilt slipping out in his brow. Did you happen to see what these folks looked like? I did catch a glimpse of them as they were leaving. They pretty well dressed, probably on the wealthy side. Squinted. Now that he mentioned it, those thugs look an awful lot like. Did they look like me? I flinched. Maybe a little. Bit his lip and grimaced. That's not good. I think I need to go. Wait, where are you going? Someone stormed out another word, barely spared me a second glance as they ran towards the school entrance in an anxious sprint. Wonder what had gotten into him. What had gotten into him? Huh. I wonder what could have possibly gotten into him when you tell him that his family is harassing one of his friends. Friend's boss for fucking money and threatening to fucking kill them. Yeah, I wonder. Gotta find Sissel. Where should I start searching? Fucking school office, I guess. Granny Academy offices were buzzing with post-visitors day activity. Teachers were busy gossiping with each other about parents' reactions or bragging about how clever their favorite students were. This hardly seemed like the place to go since it was in such an angry state. Still, it wouldn't hurt to look around. Or at least sit in their hallways and approach the familiar officer at the back of the building. Okay, Oh, why, it isn't Mr. Alex. I was expecting you. Come in and take a seat. I was just brewing a fresh pot of tea. Mrs. Curley's stern yet gentle smile greeted me as she eagerly ushered me into her office. Awkwardly settled into a seat, glancing around curiously. Unlike Mr. Rakowstikov's surgically clean, organized office, Mrs. Curley's space felt very cozy and lived in. There was a steaming tea set on a small table in the corner, next to a shelf of trophies from former students and a healthy pot of idolized flowers. Two comfy beanbags and cushy chairs faced Mrs. Curley's desk in a casual arrangement. The place felt more like a mini living room than a teacher's office. I don't remember these beanbags being here. What's the occasion? Oh, Cecil came by earlier looking like he was ready to skin someone alive. To get a more comfortable environment would help soothe his ruffled feathers. Cecil was here. Do you know where he went? Mrs. Curley such a low chuckle she reached for her tea set. Gentle steam billowed from her teapot as golden amber tea filled my cup. Earthy and herbal spell filled the warm room. I felt my anxious shoulders loosen as a sense of calm washed over me. What the fuck are they doing? What the fuck are these cocksuckers doing out there? Fucking hate these fuckers. If you are worried about your friend's foul mood, I am happy to tell you that Cecil left in a much calmer state. Oh, that's good to hear at least. Took a sip of tea. Gentle bitter taste gently washed away the frantic background static of stress that's been buzzing in my head. Stress was still there, but I did feel a little better. Now, Mr. Alex, what has been bothering you? You hardly look better than Cecil when he first came in. There's just a lot of stuff happening right now. Mrs. Curley simply nodded and listened attentively. Took another sip of tea. Cecil's been having some family issues and he's been seething since this morning. I want to help, but he's been too angry to even talk to me. I mean, we're dating now, right? I figured he'd have more trust in me, or at least be willing to talk about what's bothering him. I want to help, but I can't do that if he's all being all silent and brooding. Blinked and lamely stared at my cup. It was empty already. More tea? I nodded gratefully as Mrs. Curley's poured more into my cup. It's admirable that you want to help your friend Alex, but sometimes emotions get the better of us. If Cecil is so worked up, perhaps it is better to give him some space and allow him to calm himself down first. It'd hardly be a productive conversation if either of you are too angry to speak clearly. It's true, but you're still worried. I sighed and buried my nose into my teacup again. Yeah. Mrs. Curley sounded quietly. She set her teapot down with a quiet tink. At this point, you should know Cecil better than anyone else. You know he has a hard time accepting help. And when help is given, he feels guilty and undeserving, as though there is a debt to be repaid for such kindness. Very much like Ursula in that way. It is truly hard to help our loved ones when they feel unworthy of love. That's true. Jesus Christ, that's true. Mrs. Curley's paused and took a sip of tea. Trait that runs through his family, I suppose. Yeah, great minds think alike. I looked up in surprise. He told you about that? Cecil was being vague, but I had my suspicions. He has his mother's eyes and stubborn work ethic. It grew a little more obvious when he stormed in asking me about Cecilia Bradley, what I knew about her. She laughed fondly. Although my suspicions were fully confirmed when you mentioned Cecil was having family issues. Oh, whoops. Sheepishly. So did you tell him anything about his mom? What was his reaction? Conflicted and bittersweet, as you could imagine. It is rather hard to hear how kind and hard-working your mother is with the knowledge that you will never meet her. Mrs. Curley stood up and rummaged through a nearby shelf. I had been meaning to give Cecil this, but he left before I had a chance. Since you are looking for him, would you do me the favor of delivering this? Blinking surprise, Mrs. Curley has handed me an old faded photo. Oh my god, no. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, now I'm starting to tear up, man. Now I'm definitely starting to tear up. That's Jenny's mom, obviously Cecil's mom, Owen's mom. This is Samuel Morse, I think. Obviously, there's Herschel. I'm like, I love these. I love moments like this in this game. They really make it worth it. It's a photo of the knitting club at Granny Academy back in the ye olden days. The club only lasted 1 year, but it was filled with a small group of students that changed my life for the better, Cecilia Bradley being one of them. I'm sure Cecil will appreciate it. I glanced at the figures in the photo quietly. Much younger Mrs. Corley smiled back. Oh, that okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So that was okay. Along with five grinning figures. One was the tired but jovial Cecilia Bradley. Tiny Herschel wearing an oversized baseball cap beamed timidly near the bottom of the photo. The rest of the figures were strangers, but they all looked familiar in some strange way. Gently placed the photo on my back and nodded. I just swear, I know it doesn't make it. I'm going to sound like such a fucking ornery for saying this, but shit like this, like, reminds me of the fucking, like, Order of the Phoenix in Harry Potter. I fucking hate that series. I don't like it at all, but, like, I can't help but think of it, you know? I'll make sure he gets this. Where does this go after talking with you? Do you think he's calmed down enough for me to find him? Mrs. Curley smiled. He did look much after our little chat. As for where he went, I think you'd know better than I. Where does he usually go when he's upset and needs comfort and familiarity? I see. Thanks, Mrs. Curleys. It is my pleasure, Alex. I am your teacher and hopefully trusted old figure. You are always welcome to my office if you need someone to share your troubles with. I am here to help. Plaster my tea with a small smile. Thank you. Gotta find Cecil. Where should I look? I search. That was such a fucking cute moment too. Like, God, it's just there's that was such a great bittersweet moment there. Part of me genuinely fucking wants a repeat game that follows their story. You know, like I don't know why. Part of me just wants that. I'm gonna go see Philip. Actually, come in the school dining hall. Only to me with disappointment. Cecil wasn't here either. If I were upset, I would just be stressing my worries away, but it looked like Cecil had other ideas. Where could he possibly be? Hey, Alex. Ah. Face suddenly appeared just from my face, studying me suspiciously. Philip? What the hell are you doing? You look like shit. What happened? I fucking love you. You're so blunt, and I love it. God, you're perfect. Please don't tell me Sissel dumped you already. It's barely been a day. Jenny and I didn't put all that effort threatening the staff at the very illegal seafood you to muck it up in less than 24 hours. Puffed up indignantly. Hey, now, have a little more faith in me. That's difficult when you have the expression of someone whose goldfish just died. What's the problem then? Scratched my head awkwardly. It's a little difficult to explain. If you're having bedroom issues, I would probably give you some advice. God knows you won't shut up about. It's nothing like that. Eh. Set up my hair and let out a frustrated sigh. It's just that Sissel's boss got into trouble with these debt collectors, and Sissel wants to help him. But Herschel's refusing to take any help, which making Sissel really mad. And I want to help Sissel, but now he's so mad that he won't even talk to me. And now he's disappeared. Not since we were dating, he'd be more open with each other. I'm here to help him, goddammit. I was in a nearby chair with an exhausted huff. Oh. This is a lot more serious than I expected. Mr. Rustling sounds so gingerly dug to his handbag. Suddenly felt something cold press against my cheek. It gave me a small supportive smile as he plopped a bottle of chocolate milk into the dining table in front of me. I figured something cold and chocolatey would help calm your nerves. Squinted at it. I thought you didn't like sweet things. I don't. They were giving these out at lunchtime today, so I figured a chocolate addict like you would get more use out of it. Even with my bad mood, I felt a little wave of gratefulness wash over me as I grabbed the bottle of chocolate milk, and then proceeded to chug the entire thing in one go. That's disgusting. The taste of sweet chocolate filled my throat and soothed my nerves. Let her fresh sigh and send the bottle back on the table. Feel better? Just barely. Thanks, I needed that. There's just so much shit going on these days. Speaking of... A little frown and tapped his chin thoughtfully. These debt collectors you mentioned, they're... Please tell me the legal kind of debts. What a strained laugh. Not even close. Those thugs beat the shit out of Herschel when they came in this morning. What the fuck did I just say? Cercel? Jesus. Philip's eyes narrowed, his expression darkened like a cold viper. Criminal debt collectors giving you issues. I stood at the dining table warily before leaning closer to me, his voice tripping to a discreet whisper. If you ever need it, the Black Cat is here to lend a helping hand. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Fuck. I want more. I want more Vigilante Philip. Jesus. And if I can't personally be of use, I might also know a few people who can help you out of your situation. Blankton gulped. Oh right, the Black Cat himself was right here in Grinny Academy. Just saying, if you ever need help, my offer is here. Just say the word. Thanks, Philip. Might take you up on that sometime. Did these debt collectors ever mention who they worked for? Might be able to send them a little message. I'm not sure on the details. Herschel did mention they worked for a big and important family. Philip stiffened. Big and important family? There's only one of those around here brash enough to... Let's turn the room nervously. Did you mention this to Owen yet? Yeah, I ran into him in the courtyard earlier. Mentioned those thugs to him and he just stormed off without saying anything. Where'd he go? Last I saw him, he was running towards the school entrance. Philip stood up suddenly. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Hope you find Sissel soon, Alex. Call me for any issues. Philip. God, he's perfect. He's the best out of all these characters. I fucking love him. When Philip rushed out of the cafeteria with heavy Get that. Okay, I think I read that. Everyone's in such a mess today. You're the one that's making them do a mess. Well, at least those two, Philip and Owen. I'll find Sissel. Let's go to the lake. Strange noise near school entrance. I just twitched and tilted my head curiously. Heated whispers echo through the... What is going on over there? This is gonna be bad. I need to fix this! Frozen leaned up by in a corner. Never heard Owen sound so angry. What was he talking about? Oh boy, I love these two. I thought you said you wanted nothing to do with the Loreley family. A frustrated hiss and raked his fingers through his hair. I don't want nothing more than to stray as far away from the rest of the Loreleys as possible. But I've been running away from them my whole life. If I had joined them, I might have been able to change things. But maybe if I didn't run away, I could have made them less corrupt. Maybe Sissel's boss wouldn't have to. Field leaned closer to Owen and placed a covering hand on his shoulder. You were a kid. One person in a disaster of a family. You're not responsible. Owen buried his face with his hands and breathed in sharply. Breathed out, in, out. Doesn't matter now in any case. Fine, these debt collectors, my family, I'm gonna have to pay off Sissel's boss's debt. Hopefully that keeps them safe for a while. You're assuming that your family's willing to let them go. Not sure if you've noticed, but your entire family is filled with sadistic pieces of shit. It's the least I can do right now. Better than turning a blind eye and doing nothing again. Sound of shuffling footsteps echoed through the hallway. What? Isn't it obvious? I'm coming with you. You're not involved. Like hell I'm not. Gotta be bone to pick with the Loreleys myself. Also, I'm not letting you face a bunch of thugs by yourself. You're stuck with me, like it or not. Sounds like a lose-lose kind of deal. You know, this isn't how I imagined I would bring a guy home to meet the family. You'll be thrilled, I'm sure. Philip on a teasing laugh and pushed the school doors open. Anyway, you ready to go? Owen smiled fondly. With you by my side, always. That is fucking. Why are these two so cute together? It's. What was all that about? I wonder. Leave for Bradley Woods now. Well, yeah. Alright, time to make my way off the campus. Off campus, this is doing alright. Well, I basically done every other thing that I could have done. So, yeah. As for where he went, I think you'd know better than I. Where does he usually go when he's upset and needs comfort and familiarity? Mrs. Curlease had said those words with such confidence in me. Couldn't help but feel a small flutter of comfort in my chest. To Bradley Woods, where Sissel grew up. Where he had always gone when he needed to feel at home and at peace. Oh, wow, it's another wish. Except it wasn't cold. Felt strangely warm and comforting this time around, like a summer breeze. Echo, was that you? Hey, Alex, it's been a little while. Rested pulling against the camera hanger on my neck gently. Pulsed with that strange, ghostly warmth that had grown so familiar to me. We haven't spoken since you were devoured by the remnant. You feel any better? Echo hummed thoughtfully. My camera rumbled against my chest as though it was purring. For someone whose body got chewed in little pieces, I feel pretty good. What about you? For someone who possibly caused his boyfriend to cut ties with only remaining family, I'm doing pretty okay-ish. Sighed and shuffled my feet absentmindedly. Can't help but feel, what if I didn't force Herschel to confess everything? Me and Sissel could have lived happily in ignorance, but maybe none of this would be happening. Camera rumbled disapprovingly. Herschel's debtors would have come for him regardless, and Herschel's guild's been eating at him for years. Would have destroyed him sooner or later. Your choice was wise, if a little painful. Sometimes a bone needs to be rebroken, or reset and healed properly. That analogy isn't very comforting. What do you think I can do to help in this situation? How do I reset the broken bone here? These two matter broken up to really come back together. Need to help them come to understanding. Find common ground. I fucking hate this neighborhood. I fucking hate this neighborhood so much. Holy shit. Cocksuckers out there doing dog shit. Help them look past all the anger and guilt and remember what is truly important at the end of the day. You're more equipped for this task than you think. Oh, and how's that? Camera rumbled against my chest, a wave of warmth washed over me. Your ability. I mean that thing I do where I snap a photo and fall into a coma for like 10 minutes. I get memory flashbacks whatever I snapped a photo of. Try to do it over carpet next time. Always have a phone on your nose. More importantly, your ability has grown stronger since you returned from the previous timeline. Can you feel it? Okay, so we genuinely have stand powers now. That's fucking funny. Standos Sky, indeed. Alex is definitely a stand user now. I mean, he always has been, but now it's definitely like, wow. I need water. I will be back in a second, and I'm going to pause it. And there, it's paused. Let me go get the water. Fucking Christ, man. Fucking hate these cocksuckers always doing this goddamn yard work for no fucking reason. What the fuck is going on? Get out. Cat, get out. This room is off limits. That goes there, and everything's all set and proper. I didn't pause it again. Fucking Christ. Okay, so not only not only are there retards doing shit with the power poles or whatever the fuck they're called, there's also a retard in the back of the house cleaning the pool. And no, I'm not apologizing for using the R word. Fuck off. If you can't handle people saying words, get off the fucking internet. In fact, shut yourself away for life because you're gonna hear words you don't like all the fucking time. Clutch my camera gingerly. Warm heartbeat did feel a little firmer. I haven't tried to use that memory dive since I came back from that nightmare. Something changed? If you really think about it, photographs are little threads connecting the past to the present. Till now, you've been tugging at threads that connect people to their past. But those threads connect people to their loved ones as well. Follow those threads and maybe they'll lead you to the memory that you truly need. I'll pretend I understood what you just said. Why can't you wishes ever give me a straight answer? Nico chuckled softly. You'll know what I mean when you see it. Yawned quietly. I need some more rest. You should go to your search for Sissel in the meantime. Sure thing. Off to Bradley Woods we go. Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, what is this? Okay. I was halfway en route to Bradley Woods when a thought suddenly hit me. Maybe I should give Ginny a call about the situation. This was probably something she'd want to know about. I rummaged in my pockets for my phone and gave Ginny's number a quick tap. Beep, beep, beep. Ginny's phone buzzed for several long moments before her bedside table. Against her bedside table before coming to a stop. She wasn't picking up. Voicemail blip suddenly played, and I started on my phone absentmindedly. Hey, Ginny, hope you're doing well. Just calling to let you know about the whole Herschel and Sissel situation. Herschel finally confessed, and Sissel's really mad, but I'm going to talk to him now that he's calmed down a bit. It'd be nice if you gave Sissel a call when you're free. You two are best friends, aren't you? I'm sure he could use an extra person to talk with. Anyway, I'm off to the woods again. Doesn't look like there's going to be a nice camping trip this time around. Hope to see you soon. Voicemail blip ends. That doesn't. Oh no. She's not okay, is she? A refreshing summer breeze swept through Bradley Woods this afternoon. Despite the turmoil from this morning, I couldn't help but hum leisurely in rhythm with the rustling leaves. I could see why Cecil always came here to cool his head. There was a certain calming air to Bradley Woods. A sharp splash to me out of my musing. What was that? Another small splash followed it, quickening my pace toward the source of the sound. Looks like I found him. He's skipping rocks, isn't he? I thought you didn't like getting wet. Cecil's ears twitched when he turned in with a scowl. Shoes were tossed haphazardly on the lakeshore while he stood in knee-deep water, rolling a large flat stone in his hand. I don't, but this hasn't exactly been a normal day. And you know where to find me. You always come when you're upset. Right next to your moping shack, as Ginny likes to call it. I don't mope. Yes, you do. I don't know. The 20 unread messages on your phone say otherwise. Cecil sighed before rearing back and launching a stone in the lake. Skipped once and then immediately sank with an unsatisfying plop. Sorry, I just really needed some time to think. No, he wanted to help, but I didn't think I'd be very receptive. I was so angry I could barely see straight. Oh my god, I think he takes a picture of the photo that Corliss gave him, and that's where the update ended. And that's when like he stopped working on the game for it because of Temptation's ballad. And um who boy, he get how is that gonna work? Is he gonna go back into someone in the past? Is he gonna be in like maybe Herschel's body or maybe Cecilia? I don't know. Maybe he's just gonna be there as as just like an invisible spectator, but that would be fucking cool. That's gonna be cool because oh man, time travel. I figured. I just got a little worried, you know. Quick little hey baby, honey cake, sweet pea. I need some time to cool off. Talk to you when I'm ready would have been nice. I am not calling you any of those nicknames. We're dating now. We gotta have something to embarrass each other with. Slip off my shoes and join Cecil in the cool waters of Bradley Lake. Rummaging around the shallows, I plucked a hefty flat stone out of the water. Yeah, sorry. Try and be a little more open next time. Smiled at Anne dismissively. It's all good. I'm just glad to see you're doing a little better. How you feeling? I my stone gentle toss in the lake. Anne slipped and it sank immediately, splashing water into both of our spluttering faces. Watch your aim, dude. Small smile on his face as he reached for another stone. I'm not sure what I'm feeling right now. Everything's so damn confusing. Like, it's infuriating to know that I could have grown up with a nice family, or a good mom at the very least. Orphanage family, you've been in a dumpster as a baby. Always thought my parents didn't want me. Always some mistake. Another toss, another heavy splash. Cecil sighed. It's nice to know that it's not true, that my mom really cared about me. But that just makes everything else hurt more. Boss, Herschel, fucked everything up for me. And I'm growing up on the streets as an orphan with a dead mom because he just had to go and steal some money to win a damn competition. So damn angry at him, but then I see him all beaten up and bruised, and why do I still care? Oh boy, yeah, that's some conflicting emotions right there, buddy boo. Oh boy, Ezra, you dork. You dork. Sissel heard another stone Blake, saying with heavy thunk without a single skip. The damn ass won't even let me help him either. Like, what's the big idea? Sissel laughed furiously and kicked the lake while with an angry splat. The asshole won't let you help him? Who does that sound like, Sissel? Who does that sound like? Now you know how we felt, you fucking wanker. Sissel laughed furiously and took the lake water with an angry splash. I leaned in close and gave Sissel a sympathetic pat on the shoulder. Herschel did all he could to support you throughout your life. Remember last night? Grabbed us out of the rain and cooked a feast for us without a second thought. It's easy to see why you still care under all that anger. Sissel sighed and slid weakly into the water. Yeah, Herschel helped me go through so much. I probably wouldn't be here without him. Then again, I might be in a warm and happy family right now if I weren't for him. Then no, I just feel so out of my depth. Herschel's technically family now, right? And you're supposed to love and respect your parents, and they're supposed to support you back, and that sad ass won't even accept my help. That's a hypocritical thing to say, Buttaboo. That's really hypocritical. Oh boy, that's tasty. That's some tasty irony. Oh fuck you, Ezra. Don't you dare Yamayuki and reverse me. You fucking wanker. Oh my god, I love you so much, Ez. I shot Suslimi's smile. Runs in the family, I guess. What's that supposed to mean? Settled down his long ears and groaned in frustration. Glanced up at me curiously. Hey, Alex, you grew up with parents. How does this shit work? Don't assume everyone had a happy family life. Don't fucking assume that. I blinked slowly. That's a loaded question. I'm not sure I'm the right person to ask. Still scratched his head awkwardly. I mean, you still got parents, don't you? Just wondering, how do you feel about your parents? Did they ever get in arguments or anything like that? No. No fights? Not at all. Usually they fight amongst each other. I kind of just disappear in the background. Oh. Well, did your parents ever do anything good that you appreciated? Gave Sissel a wry smile. Yeah, they sent me to Grain Academy, and then I met you and the rest of the gang. Granted, I only got sent here because I won a randomly selected scholarship. My parents wanted me out of their hair. Sissel fell silent. Oh. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked. Nah, it's all good. Two of us stood stiffly at the lake's edge, quietly watching the waves lap onto the sand. Several long minutes drifted by before I spoke again. I'm probably not the best frame of reference for quality parenting, but Blair's just always taking care of you, or always making sure to support you in whatever way possible. When I look at him, I see unconditional love. Kind that parents are supposed to give, the comfort of knowing there's always someone to come home to. I always wondered what that felt like. Brother Flatstone in his hand, staring out at the lake thoughtfully. Don't get me wrong, you still have every right to hate him. Herschel's made terrible and selfish mistakes that ruined your life, but at the end of the day, he still cares. And that's something worth considering. Thistle stood up slowly, rolled the stone in his hand one more time before gently tossing it into the lake. Skipped once, twice, thrice, 7 times before disappearing under the waves with a gentle plop. You're right. Still care about him too. I'm still angry, but I don't want to see him hurt. I want to have a long talk with him and just sort things out together honestly. Still so much I want to know. About him, about my mom, about everything. Cecil sighed again. But of course, we still got those debt collectors to deal with, and boss too stubborn to accept any help I try to give him. Hasn't answered any of my phone calls either, that jackass. A light bulb suddenly went off in my head. Why do people keep going offline? Stop going offline. Jesus. You want to know more about Herschel's past, understand him better? Sissel glanced at me curiously. Yeah, it's probably helped me convince him to accept my help, too. Maybe make me a little less mad. Maybe. I rummaged in my pockets excitedly. I feel that Mrs. Corliss gave me. If what Echo said was true and my memory dive ability truly grown stronger, then maybe I could take Sissel with me and actually show him Herschel's past. It'd be a pain to explain how it worked, but I'm sure I'd manage. I froze. My jacket pocket was soaked. Fuck, fuck, fuck! No, what's wrong? I pulled the photograph out of my pocket. It was dripping wet. Shit, everything's wet! Give me a towel! Don't have one. Give me your shirt then. My shirt's wet too, what's so important? Why'd I jump in the water? It's a terrible idea. What, are you wearing underwear? It's gotta be dry, right? What's that gotta do with anything? You know I go commando most days. I need something to dry this photo with. Get fuck out. I'll just use my own. His eyes grew the size of dinner plates as I reached for my belt. Dude, you can't just strip in the middle of the woods. Not if you haven't seen him before. What if someone else sees you? I'm gonna arrest the Republican decency. Well, tough shit, I need this photo in one piece. Wait, no. Put your pants back on. Oh, man, these two. To be continued. Ah, there they are, the original artwork. Oh. Oh, that's great. That's great. I love it. Okay, so that's there's more of Sissel's route, but I haven't exactly gotten to it yet. So I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye, fuckers. I hope you enjoyed this one. I sure did.